So. Willkommen. Und hallo YouTube. An dem Punkt auch. Hi. Oh lol, der Mauszeiger. Das ist so eine Kralle. Ja, wir spielen Slay the Princess. Das ist ein Spiel, wo wir die Prinzessin slayen. Ja. Wir haben eine coole Maus. Und ich hoffe, ihr sprecht Englisch. Das ist schön, Monster Muffin, das freut mich für dich. Motivationsbeschleuniger, grüß dich. Guten Tag. Guten Tag. Ich hoffe, ihr sprecht alle ein wenig Englisch. Weil das Spiel leider, soweit ich weiß, komplett auf Englisch ist. Das Wichtige ist, hat irgendeiner von euch Epilepsie? Ich hoffe nicht, weil das Bild flackert. Das ist noch wichtig zu erwähnen. Ja. Wir starten mal ein neues Spiel. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you...
Oh, ups, ich hab's übersprungen. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. Ich liebe es, wie schön ruhig das vertont ist. Genau, und prinzipiell, also uns wird jetzt hier eine Geschichte erzählt. Und wir haben hier an der Seite Antwortmöglichkeiten. Da können wir auch schön runterscrollen, also ist einiges. Und je nachdem sagt er dann halt anderes. Logischerweise antwortet natürlich auf das, was wir hier sagen. Oh, turn around and leave. Ich würde sagen, genau das tun wir.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Viva la Revolution! Ja. Schön, just cause. Ja. Weißt du überhaupt, wo du hingehst? Wir können da durchziehen. Es ist wild. Wir bleiben still und gehen einfach weiter den Weg weg von der Hütte.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Mhm.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
Mhm.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
Oh.
How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Es hat Flares von Cheetah, ja, wirklich so. Es hat irgendwie Flares von Stanley Parable, wo der Narrator in deinem Kopf irgendwie auch rumredet. Nur, dass du hier halt klickst, statt zu laufen. Das ist super cool. Okay, I'm going into the cabin. Sheesh! Nein, turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Okay. Das ist cool. Good. Maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them. Oh, you're not emotionally blackmailing me into this. I don't care, I'm not killing a princess, oder? Quietly continue down the path. Ich bleib einfach still, ich rede nicht mit ihm.
Your silence is deafening.
Mhm.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again.
Oh, man kann hier safen. Cool. Warte mal kurz. Ah ja, ich glaube, weil das ist ein bisschen anstrengend. So ist besser. Ich hoffe, ihr hört die Musik noch. Mhm. Oh ja, das ist angenehmer so. Und Boil-Effekt auch ausgeschaltet. Also es wabbelt jetzt nicht mehr ganz so stark. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. No, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confirmation with the princess. Man kann es nicht bekämpfen, oder? Ich muss in diese Hütte, oder? Fein. Oder? Oh ja? Well, dann gehe ich halt einfach in eine andere Richtung. Wieder. In fact, ich werde immer weiter durch die Wildnis laufen, bis ich einen Weg hier rausfinde.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Oh.
Wait, what's going on?
Oh, stimmt, wir haben auch eine Stimme.
But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you. You're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility. Because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Ganz genau.
You've doomed us all. You know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Na, noch leben wir. The Stranger, oh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Da ist ein
And in the
Gitter.
basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of a Déjà-vu. Also, ich glaube, ich krieg hier ein komisches Déjà-vu. Oder? Warte, ist es nicht schon passiert? Oder? Okay, nee. Nö. Oder? Du hast keine Scherze gemacht. Sie hat tatsächlich die Welt zerstört letztes Mal. Hat sie. Was zum Himmel ist sie? Oder? Oh, du Bastard. Ja. You're in for it now. Jetzt habe ich dich. Ich kenne deine Tricks. Oder? Aber ich bin gestorben. Die komplette Welt hat aufgehört zu sein. Was mache ich hier? Diese Wände, da sind die Wände, ja. Die Wände waren hier letztes Mal nicht. Kannst mich nicht zwingen, in die Kabine zu gehen. Oder? Ja. Okay, ich gehe jetzt in diese Cabin, wo ich definitiv diese Prinzessin töten werde. War sie das? Oder der Erzähler? Das ist die Frage. Ich bin mir noch sicher, es war der Erzähler. Aber okay. Ja. Frag nach den Wellen.
It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. He might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead. A terrible sense of déjà vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been
das
here.
hast du nicht.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun. He might have walled off everything. If by ruining my day, you mean ruin... The world really did end. The world hasn't ended yet. You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
Okay.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind. The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. It's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
Stimmt, und darunter ist einfach... Oh, oh, wow! Oh, wow, wow. Guck mal, wenn ich die Maus bewege, Leute. Oh, ist das trippy. So, wie er alles sagt und tut, um uns dazu zu bringen, die Prinzessin zu töten. Ja, eben.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window.
Oh.
Good as a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway.
Oh, this is smart.
We're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that. But when everything here is so wrong.
True. Es ist halt wirklich alles wrong.
Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, you've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind.
Typische Konversation zwischen Chef und Mitarbeiter. Ich glaube, mehr musste dazu gar nicht sagen.
Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task. Ooh, we should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun? You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even more.
Ja.
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Ich gehe einfach mal zum Mirror.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Ja. Wir gehen einfach mal rein ohne die Klinge.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials.
Oh, wow.
Nothing here seems to belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
Nein.
Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
What the fuck?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby.
No, thank you.
I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward.
Ja.
And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Ich bleib einfach am Center
Step
Staircase.
onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere.
Ja.
You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you someplace else. And so you take one careful, focused step after another. 1 foot down,
Ja,
another foot down,
eben.
another after that.
Einer nach dem anderen.
You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down, or up, or maybe sideways. But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much.
Okay.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, physical sensations dull and then vanish. Until the only things
Qualität immer
experienced
schlechter.
are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey. A continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Can I help you?
Was?
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down.
Yeah, let's ruin his day, ja. Ich liebe den Contrarian. Ich liebe ihn.
You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit. Try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Ja. Oh lol, wir haben viele. Okay, wir fragen mal als erstes so, hey, sorry, ich hab nicht gemerkt, dass ich hier bin.
And yet here you are. How strange. Do you remember anything at all? Do you know why you're here? Do you know me?
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face.
Hallo, Princess.
She's so blank. I have no idea who she is. Isn't that fun? A new puzzle for us to take apart. If she's keeping her cards close to her chest, it's because she wants to deceive you.
It's okay. Don't worry. Sometimes I get lost here too.
Das ist super weird gerade.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
Huh.
We can do that?
We can do that?
I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritated about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. It's not already too late.
Denk nicht, dass es
You have a
geht.
job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Okay.
There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago. What's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I, which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are.
No.
How would we even do that? Where would we start? We'd always start by retrieving the blade. Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back.
Mhm.
Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love
Ja.
of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
Ich liebe es gerade. Es ist so toll. Wie heißt denn du?
Princess. You can call me Princess, if you'd like. You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Es sind alles verschiedene Persönlichkeiten.
None of them have names. How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
Die eine ist trocken, die nächste ist irre und die dritte ist hochnäsig.
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here?
Okay. Mit zwei Möglichkeiten. Entweder wir sagen nochmal so, ja, für alles, was ich weiß, ist, du bist hier unten eingesperrt wegen irgendwelchen Gründen. Weißt du, warum du hier eingesperrt bist? Oder ich kann sagen, ja, scheinbar bist du eine Gefahr für die Welt und ich wurde hierher geschickt, um dich zu töten. Das nächste, was ich... Oh! Das ist 1. Ich dachte, wir könnten sie freeen, aber geht nicht. Das ist nämlich 1. Wir wählen das alles aus. Aber ich rede dann weiter mit ihr. Weißt du, warum du hier bist?
If you're here, then surely you know why I'm here.
Nee, nicht wirklich.
But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it. Don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster. And the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
This
Okay.
is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up.
Nee.
But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different?
Ja.
Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her.
Aber vielleicht könnten wir jetzt den Teil von ihr töten, der eine Gefahr darstellt. Und den ganzen Rest von ihr mitnehmen.
Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it.
Slay nur die
That's what
eine,
you
die
want.
böse ist, genau.
This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Ich kann nichts anderes mehr machen. Für sie freeen.
That's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
Geht wohl nicht.
You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone.
Was? Okay.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... We can't...
Ew.
Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the
True.
same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
Stimmt.
Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever.
Mhm.
The world, the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we?
There are parts of us that are dead,
and
the
others,
they just don't fit.
They just don't fit.
We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix?
We should help her. I think we did this.
Weiß ich nicht. Aber es ist gruselig.
How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
No. Nein. It's going to be okay. Ist dämlich. Ich würde sagen, wir sagen, I'll do my best. Wir pullen sie auseinander. Und wenn wir Glück haben, ist die eine böse tot. Vielleicht. When everything is possible, nothing is. Okay. But you don't know if she had the chance to hear your reply. She's gone, replaced with something else.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we... And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Ich weiß nicht, wo sie hin ist und ich weiß auch nicht, wie wir sie suchen sollten. Der Narrator, also der Narrator ist weg. Ich glaube, ich soll den Spiegel angucken oder approach the mirror. Was machen wir, Leute? Was machen wir, Chat? Gehen wir direkt zum Spiegel oder sagen wir, hey, der Spiegel ist weg. Weil ich bin mir nicht sicher. Es passiert die ganze Zeit was, wenn wir reden. Deshalb, können das Ende am Ende nochmal spielen, glaube ich. Zweifel. Wir approachen by the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Was? Also Spiegel, ja. Der Voice of the Hero redet mit uns. Das ist also gar nicht unsere Stimme. Oh. Ignorieren wir, oder? The mirror has never scared you before. Wir ignorieren ihn.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
Okay, wir gazen rein. Die Stimmen sind weg, während wir in den Spiegel gucken. Stille, während du... Ja, silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. Okay, cool. Wir sehen ziemlich weird aus. You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Let's proceed to the cabin. Okay. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Ooh. Oh. Aber es ist doch die Prinzessin. Oh, die Musik ist toll. Was bist du?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Was meinst du mit Solitary Lights? Oder ich weiß nicht, was ich bin.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Okay.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths unwalked. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. I am sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey, but they will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves. How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Stimmt.
You are the only thing I have ever known. The
Okay.
space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us. I know only that they are.
Sie weiß über die Welten außerhalb von dieser hier nur, dass sie existieren. Kennen wir
You
uns?
are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Bist du die Prinzessin?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Okay. Aber warst du schon immer die Prinzessin oder machst du sie einfach nur zum Teil von dir?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Hast du mich geschickt, um sie zu töten?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Mm. Was sieht da
I'm
raus?
sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
Okay.
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Was passiert jetzt?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Hast du keine Angst, dass ich eine Möglichkeit finde, dich zu töten?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Puh. Wie viele von deinen Stücken werde ich finden?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Ich wurde geschickt, um die Prinzessin zu töten und zu verhindern, dass sie die Welt zerstört. Wenn ich dir helfe, ist es das, was du tun wirst?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Du weichst mir aus. Was wirst du tun, wenn ich dir helfe?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Wie viel werde ich vergessen?
Everything, until we meet again.
Was? Wenn ich dich das einfach nicht machen lasse.
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Okay, warten wir. Also machen wir I'm not going back. Oder okay, make me forget. Nein, ich bin mir nicht sicher. Wir können jetzt nämlich sie nicht mehr angreifen. Wir können auch uns selber aber nicht mehr angreifen. Wir konnten uns vorhin angreifen und sie. Ich glaube, ich mache einfach I'm not going back.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever oder okay, I'm ready, make me forget. Oh. Was wird's, Leute? Was wird's?
You are as I
Ich will
am
nicht
now,
vergessen.
and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will
be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Entweder Ende vom Spiel oder Reset, schätze ich, ja. Denke ich auch. Das andere wäre auch Reset gewesen. Oh! Das Spiel hat sich geschlossen. Wait Forever schließt das Spiel.
You have returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Das ist so gut. Es geht vor allem direkt weiter. I never left your side. Attempt to go out. Wait for your destiny. Also, okay. Lass nicht vergessen.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Oh.
You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Muss ich das?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Es ist nicht der Punkt, ist im Grunde, was er gerade gesagt hat. Oh, by the way, sorry. Warte mal, YouTube. Danke fürs Schauen der Folge. Wir sehen uns in der nächsten. Ich habe voll vergessen, die Folge zu beenden nach diesem Ende. Ich denke, ich werde ein Ende pro Folge machen.